Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another live. This is Rainy with the Woolly Llama, and I'm back for another Thursday live. So I'm going to try real hard. I'm not going to schedule a live for next Thursday, but if I'm done with my doctor's appointment and everything and I'm back home by 4, I still plan on having one, just not going to schedule it. So, hi, Miss Patricia, Miss Yarny Cat Sister Friend. So, yeah, here we are. Hey there. I see you. I see your comments. There we go. Can you hear me? This okay. Okay, good. I always worry about that people can't hear me. I always try to keep the microphone muted until I actually come on, and then sometimes I forget to unmute the microphone. So, right now, right before the live, I was trying to work on this tangled mess here. The tangled web we weave? No, this is the Grim Reaper. So he's coming along. I've gotten a little bit done on it. I started over. This was the last one. And so I'm just frogging it as I go. So, yep. No, I was sitting here working on this, just diligently working away, and I looked up and was like, oh, I only have a minute and a half. Your husband went to get you snacks. That's cool. That's cool. Mine's in the living room working on, mine is in his office working on more designs. We actually had a staff meeting earlier. It was kind of interesting. We printed out some more designs. We were looking for more Halloween designs, and so I'm trying to get enough of the videos done so that I have all of next week covered, because I have like 3 doctor's appointments next week. I saw that today was your 3-year podiversary. Oh, yeah, I love my little Grim Reaper too. So, yep. I saw your video. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I'm a little bit behind on videos too. I just can't keep up with everything. So I just watch it when I see it. Does he know how to make graphic designs? No, but I do. Like for these little things that I'm working on now, this, I know how to make them. I have something called Stitch Fiddle. That's what I make mine on. And that's what this lady that made this pattern specifically used, Stitch Fiddle. I absolutely love it. It's the greatest thing ever. I don't know if you remember the Snoopy blanket I made earlier this year, the one with Snoopy and they had the pink background. I did that on Stitch Fiddle. Yeah, people would pay for that. I just, I just don't really, I don't know how to get to people. I don't know how to reach them. I mean, sales aren't increasing. It's you and Missy. You guys are my best customers, other than local customers. Well, you just tell me what you want, and I will hook you up with a pattern. You just tell me what you want. So, put that in there. Yeah, I know. It's crazy when you have to pay like so much for a pattern, and then they want you to pay extra for stitch counts, and so I know I'm still waiting for stitch counts for something that I bought a long time ago, and they never have sent them to me. So I'm a little salty about that. but it's okay. So I'm a little bit bummed I don't get to make my Minecraft creeper. The lady changed her mind after I went on that massive yarn hunt to find yarn. So yeah, I could make a video and tell people about that. It does bite. Now I've got all this green yarn. I still think I'm going to make it anyway when things calm down a little bit because it's a really cool blanket and I want to make it. So just depends on what things look like in the future. So I'm getting closer. I don't know if you remember the cow Afghan I was working on, the cow baby blanket. This is my after 5 project. I finally got this much of it done. I mean, the whole cow part of it, and then now I've got to do the head and the hooves and put the border around it and the tail. It's one of those ones that hangs on the side of the crib and it looks like a cow. So it's got a squishy head and it'll have squishy feet. It's really cool. I have a lady that wants to that wanted to buy it for me. So, and I mean, I've been working on it since January. So, and then things got in the, then Snoopy came up, and I forget what was after Snoopy, if it was Stitch. Seems like there was one in between Snoopy and Stitch. And then now there's Harry Potter, which I haven't worked on because it's just too hot, and the lady still owes me money. I'm just, I don't mind doing it, but it's, and I just want to help out because I do know the kids and I know why she wants them. And so, but dang, I mean, you still owe me $60 from the last one. We'll just wait a tick. So, but yeah, so I try to stop everything in here after 5, between 5 and 6. And then I go out there. And even still, I'm still working on work when I go out there. So, yeah, but it's okay. It's all right. So that's why I've been working harder on the cow blanket than I have the Harry Potter. And, I'm really glad I didn't finish the Harry Potter one and start on the Minecraft one because I'd have been, well, no, I wouldn't have, because I would have finished it anyway. That was my plan was to go ahead and make it either way, irregardless of whether she paid me or not. I was going to make it and then just put it up at the store. But, and that's probably what will happen with Harry Potter too, if she just finally comes to me and says, I just really can't pay you, which I'm not overbearing. I haven't bugged her for money or anything, and I told her I take payments. It's not like she has to pay me all of it up front or anything like that. I just wish she would pay me ahead of time. So, so another thing I've almost gotten finished today. You remember the can't talk sunset? So it looks like I have a snowflake on top of the sunset instead of a spider web. It looks more like a snowflake to me because it's like really light blue yarn, and I thought it was gray, but it's light blue. So it's not sewn on yet, it's just pinned on. And now she only makes $10 an hour as a housekeeper, so I'm not gonna, not even gonna. She doesn't know that I bought the yarn. She doesn't know that I bought the pattern. It's okay. I mean, she does have 4 kids, and she's a single mom, and she just wanted to do something nice for her kids for each of their birthdays because her mom just died last year, and her mom was the crocheter. And so it started with the Snoopy blanket. Her mom's favorite character was Snoopy, and the mom and the oldest daughter both had a thing for Snoopy, and so all the kids are missing Grandma, and so this lady thought that it would be cool if I could make a blanket that had Snoopy on it. Well, then that turned into the other kids saw it and they're like, oh, are we getting blankets? And so it's just taken off from there. So I think I've only done Stitch and Snoopy so far. I can't remember because the other blanket was somebody else. But no, I have sucker written across my forehead. But I mean, my mom made my kids blankets and stuff, so that's kind of what pulled my heartstrings was that, she wanted a crocheted blanket for each of her kids. So, yep. Snoopy on ice skates. Yeah, I found a whole bunch of patterns. I just let things go. It's like if I hadn't been able to afford the yarn at the time, I would not have bought it. And so, yeah, and if you remember right, it was more green yarn than I needed anyway, but it was cheaper to buy it on Amazon. It was cheaper to buy 3 skeins than it was to just buy one single skein. So I have like 9 different, well, no, I have 3 different colors. So I have 9 skeins of green yarn, which I like green. I'll use it. So, it's all good. Easter's coming. Spring's coming. I'll use it. I'll use green. And so what else do I have laying on my table today? That's really those 3 things were the 3 things that I brought to show everybody. And so the green is like hunter green, spring green, hunter, spring, Patty, and there's one other one. I can't remember. They're all red heart greens. And so they're back in the back room. I'm not going to go get them. But it's if you could imagine the red heart greens, I've got all of them. Maybe it was tea leaves. I'm thinking that might have been the other one. So, I have 3 people watching. I'm up to 110 subscribers. See, all this time I thought I had subscribed to I thought I had gotten on my husband's channel and subscribed to myself, but I didn't. So he made 110, my 110th subscriber. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, whoever is watching. Yes, I like neon green. I think it's really pretty too. Yeah, it seems like I've just been trickling up at least 1 a day, but here lately it's been 2 or 3 a day, which is really good. That's making me really excited. So I don't know if it's the 100 days of Halloween crochet along or if it's just because I've just been putting out a ton of videos, because I try to do the 3 videos every day. The crochet along, the long video, and then the short, even though sometimes it gets a little crazy trying to, and then I schedule things and then I schedule them for the wrong day, and I even have it written on a calendar when I'm putting stuff out and I just put the wrong day in. So, but that's my aim. I try for 3 a day, except on live days, and then I just try to do the live and the crochet along. And then whatever short I did yesterday will be tomorrow, the long video tomorrow. So I think it's the cat tomorrow. I know, I'm hoping that, and trying to jump into other people's lives, you know, and they ask me what I'm working on and that kind of stuff. I just kind of throw it out there just casually. And Diane, I can't remember if it's Diane or Diana, because I know a couple of different ones. She's been throwing me out there too, like, hey, you know, she's doing this really cool crochet along. I think that might have been some of it was, I was in Crystal, the Yarny Chickens live the other day, and I think that's where it got thrown out that I was doing 100 days. Diane, yeah. I know, cats are really starting to grow on me. So, I have some other trial runs on my desk. So let's see, these will be the last two. So when I do a trial run, I just have like this cheap fabric. It's not really cheap, but it's like I buy it like 10 yards at a time, and then I have like the stabilizer behind it. And so I always save these trial runs. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm glad your baby is purring in your lap. My baby is over there. There's his butt. I'm poking his butt. He's doing a little bit better today, putting more weight on that back leg. But anyway, back to the trials. So I always run a trial run before I do anything, at least one time of any pattern, whether I buy it or whether my husband designs it. Sometimes if my husband designs it, we do 2 or 3 runs just to make sure everything is right and it stitches out correctly. So we have Happy Halloween. It's going with that, along with that theme. There were 6 of them in a set. The raven, the pumpkin in the urn, the cat in the moon. What am I forgetting? Cat in the moon, and then that one, and trick or treat. But there should be one more I'm not thinking of. There is one more, I think. Yeah, I like all these designs. They're kind of cool. And so then there's this one. And of course, all these will be upcoming. It's got ghosts and a haunted house. And then this one, where to go? Oh, maybe I had my husband put it on the pile. Yeah, the pile. Nova will go absolutely bonkers over this one, I think. It's a jack-o'-lantern, but there's little gnomes carving it. There's just like all sorts of stuff happening in this. There's this guy here throwing seeds out to the other guy. And then there's this one, right? I can't even find him. Right here, who's like half leaned over into the jack-o'-lantern. There's this guy up here with an eye. This one is one of my favorites because, you know, it seems like, I mean, I know about all this stuff, but it's not on my radar till somebody orders it or till somebody mentions it. And then it's like, oh yeah, I like gnomes. And, oh yeah, I like cats. So, yeah. I'm happy for her that she's getting to move closer to her family, but she's one of my Texas sisters. She's even Texas. So, I'm sure if she doesn't see it, she'll see the replay. So, I don't know if I can go in and edit things after a live, but I might try to, I don't know. I was going to say edit the description box, but I don't know. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So, I'm going to take the welcome off. if I can find it. Okay, so let's do, there we go. Do that instead. I know, I was kind of hoping we would meet up someday and, just, because we are so close. We're only like 2 hours apart. Don't mind me. I'm just watching the neighbors. Oh, he's swinging a plastic bag. Okay. It's like, what is that little kid swinging? Oh, Shadow just turned around. He's not in the camera view anymore. I guess he didn't want me filming his rear end. Have you seen Missy's latest videos about the Great Tennessee Yarn Tour? I watched those today and I was like, I want to go. I want to go to Tennessee. It's only 9 hours. I can do it. The closest one is 9 hours. I want to say Missy is like 12 hours from me, maybe. I know, we can just bunk at her house and, we'll just all do the yarn tour together. We'll just spend the whole month of August with her. We'll just, hey, Missy, we're dropping in for a month. I hope she sees that. No, I can't leave for a month. Although theoretically, I don't technically work Monday through Friday, technically. I just have to be at work Saturday and Sunday. So as long as I'm back by Friday night, I'm good. I just can't afford to drive right now. That's the only thing stopping me. And I can't afford to get the ticket or whatever to get my nice swag bag that I was going nuts over. So I guess I'm just stuck here. Yeah. I would just throw Shadow in the car with me. Actually, no, I wouldn't because he can't jump right now. So he loves to ride. I mean, if I could get him into the Jeep, we'd be set. We'd be golden. So I know I'm gonna have to invest in a ramp for Shadow because he doesn't want to stay home. He's all week long. We've been having to go places, and he just looks at us with those sad eyes because he knows we're going. Like this morning, he knew we were going grocery shopping, and he's like, "I want to go." So, So yeah, it'll be. Oh, hi, Bridget. Welcome in. We were just talking about our fur babies. Shadow's having a hard time this week with his back hips. He's like 8 years old and he's a big dog. And it's not the first time we've had an injury, and I don't know what he did. So we were kind of talking about the Great Tennessee Yarn Tour and all of the stuff that Missy at Missy's Yarniverse and More has been showing. And I'm just jealous and drooling, because it's like, that's my stuff, that's my llama, except it's an alpaca, not a llama. But so I know, in a way, it's going to break my heart when Shadow dies, but I hope I don't have 7 more years of this because it's breaking my heart to have to leave him at home, especially when he's gone everywhere with me for the last, I've had him 7 years. And so, I mean, he has really literally gone everywhere with me. He's gone cross country with me. He used to go to work with me, and now just to have him stay at home, it's rough. It's rough for both of us because I know it's killing him to have to stay home. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Bridget. I do. So, Patricia, we have an alpaca farm near us. I'm thinking this is Texas, so I'm sure there's probably something around me. I just don't know about it. I want to say one of the other YouTubers I watch is from Texas, somewhere close by, and I think she went to an alpaca farm. But I never go anywhere, so I mean, the grocery store, that's about it. I mean, there's like a state park just down the road 10 miles, and I haven't even been to it yet. So there's me and Nova, and then there's MDL. He's over in Lubbock, I believe, somewhere over in West Texas. Crystal, the Yarny chicken, is over somewhere around Houston, above, below, or beside. I'm not sure which. I can see her face, but I can't recall her name. She lives pretty close to Houston. Hoping Monday to have a couple of sheep and maybe some rabbits for fiber. I would love to have those rabbits that you can just sit in your lap and just spin them every day. They, spin their loose hair, and I've seen a lady do it. It's really cool. I'd love to have rabbits. I don't have any. Well, I mean, I do. If I were to move back to Missouri, I have a 40-acre farm, which I'm already making plans to move back to Missouri someday to be with my oldest son, because he's living back on the farm. So it's like I'm going to have a little travel trailer, and I'm going to go back to the farm. And I might have sheep then too. Of course, can you imagine 80-year-old me out trying to shear the sheep? Let's see. Mateo's from Indiana. Hey, your mom's from Michigan, right? Michigan? So Missy and Becca are from Tennessee, and you and Mateo are from Indiana. Bridget is from one of the Carolinas. I can't remember. Jill is in Texas. Which one is Jill? What channel is Jill on? Fiber Floozy. Okay. Yeah, I don't watch that one. I need to find that one. Yes, Missouri is very beautiful. I love Missouri. I just spent so much time there. I was ready to see something else for a while, and I didn't have my parents to take care of anymore. So that's when we started the travel nursing, and we went to the Northeast, and we were headed for North Carolina when my mother-in-law got sick. So we came this way. And then after we got here, it turns out they didn't need us after all, but that's okay, because we need to stay and kind of keep an eye on them and make sure everything's all good. And, I mean, we need to stay close to them. So, yeah, the farm, so since my dad got sick and, passed, it's not nearly the farm it used to be. I mean, because really, I don't know anything about farming and all of that. And so all three of my children grew up on the farm, but only my oldest has any interest in it and doing, farming type stuff with it. So he's moved back to the farm, and he's trying to clean it up and make it to what my dad's vision was. And he's going to build a house there. So I'm okay with that. I mean, that's what it's there for. My mom and dad worked really hard to get it. And so, and Elijah, from the time he was little bitty, I mean, all he thought about was tractors. And so it's in his blood. I mean, he took after my dad. He had his own little tractor. Well, it wasn't really a tractor. It was a lawnmower that my dad fixed like a tractor. So he had his first tractor when he was less than a year old. And that child spent more time on the tractor in the first 3 years of his life than he was in the house. So I've been to Jefferson City. My son was there for a while when he did his state patrol academy, and so we went there for his graduation. I like Jeff City. I also think I went there on a field trip or something once. This is the state capital. You're from Wisconsin, but left with South Carolina. I was originally born in New York, and I loved the Northeast, and that's where I would be if I could tolerate the cold temperatures. But I don't know because I've never wintered there, other than when I was like 3. I love the beach, the ocean. I love all of that, and that's where I would be if I could. I would have a nice little shop on the beach or a beach town, and because I love walking on the beach every night. When we were up north, I just absolutely loved it. We were in Maine for 6 months. Wisconsin's very nice. I was from upstate New York, not like down south. I was pretty close to Canada, so we were in like the wild New York. And New York is like California. It's like 2 different states. There's Northern California and there's Southern California. So New York is the same way. There's Northern New York, like upstate New York, and then there's New York City. I am not one of those city people. So does he own the? Well, technically, my sister and I still own the farm, but it's in a beneficiary deed for all 3 of my children since that's what my parents did for my sister and I. And so upon our passing, it will pass to my 3 children. Since she doesn't have any children, it's just my 3. We just agreed that it would go to my kids. And my oldest is really trying to save up his money so he can buy his brother and sister's thirds, and that way it can just be his, because my daughter will never come back to Missouri. She is in Boston, lucky duck, and so she's hated Missouri from the time she was a little kid. There's just nothing in Missouri for her. She's a very talented artist, and where we were from there was no cultural, nothing close by. I think the closest would have been Kansas City, and that was like 4 hours away. So, not technically, no, he doesn't own it. I'm still technically the owner. Yeah, farm life is a lot of work, but I enjoyed the gardening and planting aspect. I did not really enjoy the animals so much. I enjoyed spending time with the animals, but I didn't like the whole feeding and all of that and cleaning out the barn. No, but my garden, my dad's garden and my garden, we loved it. Our property was a strawberry farm once upon a time, back in the 40s or 50s. It was a strawberry farm, so the patch where my house sat was one of the fields, and I had wild strawberries in my backyard every year. Very cool. Yep, I'm with you, Bridget. I'm not sure how I would tolerate the cold with whatever this thing is that I've got going on. I'm just not sure how I would handle the cold. Of course, I don't tolerate the heat real well either, and it's nice and humid here in Southeast Texas. It's not been bad. This will be my 3rd summer here, and it's actually been fairly mild this year compared to the other 2 years I've been here. It's been very wet this year. I don't remember the past 2 summers being this wet. The rainy season has lasted longer than the previous 2 summers. Well, Yeah, he needs to have a mama plot set out for me. That's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna have my little travel trailer, and I'm just gonna live there. And I mean, when I worked hospice and home health, you wouldn't believe the people that I took care of that were living in little travel trailers and campers. I mean, they would pull right up next to their kids, and they'd live right next door. That's a way of living from the little piece I'm from. I would even go to campgrounds and see people. Um, and, then there's always, the rainy season there, and they'd be like, oh, so where's so and so living now since the campground's flooding? Where do I find them now? What's the address? So, you know. So I saw your members first video. Was it a members first video that I saw this morning, Bridget? Um, the cinnamon raisin bread, because I didn't think I was a member. Am I a member? Maybe I was gifted a membership. Anyway, I enjoyed it. Thank you. I know. I can't wait for October and pumpkins also. Of course, here that would be like late summer. Oh, okay. Cool. I think I was gifted a membership for your channel. I don't know. I've been gifted some memberships lately. So I see some lurkers out there. I got 6 people watching. So welcome in for all of you folks that aren't in the chat. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming out. So, well, yeah, well, and it kind of, I was gifted a membership from for Crystal's channel, Crystal the Yarny Chicken, and I like the membership benefits enough that I went ahead and got one. It's kind of like a try before you buy, that way you can see the benefits that you're getting before you actually pay for it. So, and that whole thing about seeing videos first, I mean, sometimes that's nice, because I subscribe to another one that I'm really into. It's like an embroidery channel, and it's nice to see the videos because I'm like, where's the next one? She posts very little, and she posts like once a week. So I'm like, I'm always trying to get my embroidery fixed, and it's like, when's my video going to be here? Well, Wednesday, the day. And so members first. I mean, ordinarily it's like Sunday when I'm at work, so it makes it more convenient to have the members first video on Wednesday rather than Sunday, because then I'm trying to watch it during my lunch break. So hopefully I'm getting there. I'm trying to get to the point where I can have memberships and things like that. I'm up to 110, or I was up to 110. I don't know where I'm at now. Hi, Andrea. Lurking or not, I don't care. I'm just glad you're here. Because there's other people, not just you, lurking. So that's okay. I like lurkers. If you guys want to sit and listen to me talk, that's great. I'm just trying to read the chat and kind of respond to what's going on in the chat. I don't really have anything going on because in like the first 5 minutes I showed everything I was working on, and it's hard for me to read and chat and talk and work on something, and because I was going to try to do some more of my joins on my Afghans, my 100 Days of Halloween blanket. Yeah, I lurk a lot. Sometimes if I get drawn into the conversation, but if I'm trying to watch a live and run the embroidery machine, I can't hear anything anyway. So I'm just here for support, for watch time. And So sometimes I'll like turn the machine off and there's something really, I missed something really good. And it's like, oh, I know I could plug in your plug in, but then I can't really hear the machine, and I've got to keep ears on both. So yeah. I know the other day I was jamming away to some music. I had some earplugs in and I wasn't paying any attention to the machine, and that was a mistake. You know, it was like, I knew better than to put both in, but it was a really good song. Oh. Hi, Flower Tammy. Nice to meet you. Welcome in. Welcome in. This is a friendly little group of folks. So you're always welcome to pop in and say, you know, whatever you want. Well, polite, please. But, you know, glad to have you. Glad to have you. I think a lot of the crafting community, I mean, crocheters for the most part, are very friendly people. You know, we don't try to take each other's head off and stuff like that. I mean, you know, we're just nice people in general. I haven't really been on too many craft channels where there's a lot of drama. But then again, you know, I don't know. Maybe there is, and I just miss those channels. Of course, I do listen to a lot of people from England, and they just seem like very sophisticated people. Now, there's this one I was watching from Ireland. Wow. Wow. No, she was good. She's just a little rough around the edges, but man, I enjoy it. Those are my people too. That's my ancestry, England and Ireland. So I think that's why I'm drawn to those folks. Well, I try to make everyone feel welcome here, and I, you know, try to be nice when people comment. You know, I try to be appreciative of their comments and stuff, and it's just sometimes I just like everything else, I'm getting behind on comments too. So yeah, behind videos and comments and blocks, and I'm just, but you know, I've finally kind of come to the idea that it's like, I will get to it when I get to it, you know, as long as I keep drawing my little numbers every day for my Afghan, we're all good. Although I almost did forget to put a video out today. I made the video, I put it together, I just never uploaded it. I took a nap and totally forgot to upload it. So it came out like an hour before the live. It's okay. So, Flower Tammy, where are you from? Are you, I mean, you don't have to give specifics. Are you like United States? Are you overseas? We were just kind of trying to figure out where everybody's from. Because I'm in Texas, Bridget's in South Carolina, Yarny Cat, Patricia is in Indiana. I think that's the only three of us. Oh, Ohio. Hey, you're up there by Yarny Cat. I used to be from Missouri, so I'm familiar. I don't like driving through Ohio. It takes forever to go from west to east or east to west. I like Ohio, but I don't like driving through it. So, are you a crocheter, or what kind of crafting do you do? Because I do a lot of everything. I knit, I crochet, I embroider. Oh, yeah, she's near Erin. Yeah, so I have a really cool video coming up maybe when my yarn gets here. It's going to be titled Erin Made Me Do It. I was watching her do an unbagging the other day and I couldn't help myself. And normally I have the strength of 10 people about resisting to buying yarn. But I saw this and I was like, but it's Halloween yarn and it's limited edition. So I had to go buy some sock yarn so I can knit myself some Halloween socks. And I needed more Halloween yarn, like I needed a hole in the head because I haven't finished last year's Halloween socks. Oh, crochet, yeah. I'm doing a lot of crocheting right now. My favorite is knitting, but I don't get to knit much because I don't get to do much for myself. Usually I'm working on things for other people. So that's I'm a small business owner. So Patricia says she's doing an anniversary haul tomorrow. An anniversary haul, you say? Is that to celebrate your anniversary, or what kind of what do tell? Well, I have been knitting and crocheting. Well, I've been doing all the crafty things since I was a small child. I learned to crochet first, and then I learned to knit. It was like 6 or 7 for both because I lived in New Mexico in the desert, and there wasn't a whole lot to do. So my grandma and my mom taught me how to knit and crochet. So, oh, your potiversary. Okay, so you're doing your potiversary haul tomorrow. Okay. So yeah. Well, and if let's see here. I'm looking for something. I'll be right back with you. Here it is. So I got some sock yarn, some Halloween sock yarn, and I got the sock knitting Bible for my birthday. So maybe I will knit something out of the sock knitting Bible. That's what Missy got me for my birthday. Oh, congratulations on finding a store to sell your makes in. I have an online store and I don't sell a whole lot. I mean, I do. I sell enough to keep it open, but right now, Yarny Cat is my best customer. She's taken the #1 spot. So let's see. Yeah. Well, and this was special. It's, it's limited edition Halloween sock yarn. So, that's what makes it different. And, I just, and besides that, I don't really need yarn right now. I mean, unless, somebody has a commission for me, I don't need yarn because I don't have time to work with it. I mean, it's like it's a full job doing YouTube and the embroidery machine, and now I've picked up this crazy 100 Days of Halloween blanket. Um, this was my after 5 project right here. This little cow blanket. I just need to finish it up, but it's for somebody. I mean, it's not even for myself. Now, I will say, the Halloween blanket it will ultimately be for me, but it's more for the channel. So I know I have your shirts, Patricia, for your other order, and I know you have more than that. And I'm glad. I am so glad you love my small business. I just wish other people would love my small business too. I was really hoping the project bags would take off. Everybody loves a project bag. In fact, I like doing bags more than I like doing clothes. So, and it's already on its way to you. It will be there Monday. True. As creators, we create for others. Because if we kept all the stuff we made, so I might be making more locally if I could actually be off on the weekends to do like farmers markets and pop-up markets and stuff like that. But I'm having trouble connecting locally to any vendor events or anything like that because they're mostly on the weekends. And I work crazy long hours on the weekends. So I am taking a vacation soon. September, taking a vacation. I had to work a whole year to get any vacation time with my other real job. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of, Bridget, is just that I just don't know how to make my reach bigger. It's, and your channel is a ton bigger than mine. I mean, I've tried social media, I've tried YouTube. I just don't know how to get the word out there to people that were there. And we're very competitively priced. I mean, it's not like, I don't know why we're not drawing business away from the other local businesses, because we charge far less than some of the others. I mean, they charge outrageous prices for embroidery. So it's just, I don't know. And I know, people can't just buy stuff all the time. I mean, my husband and I are barely making it, so I don't know how other people do it. Hey, we've made it almost an hour. Or, well, I've made it almost an hour. And for everybody else who's kind of hanging out with me, I know markets are fun. I would love to do more markets. Yeah, my husband is working on all of that end of the, like, the search engine optimization and thumbnails and stuff like that. He's doing like the research and I just, he tells me, what to do. I mean, I don't know. He doesn't tell me what to do, but he's doing the research end of how to reach out to people, and I just do my thing. I make the videos, and we make a pretty good team, the two of us. So it's like I do all the creative stuff in here, including the social media. He does all the research, the development, the books, the everything else that doesn't take place in this room. So, but yep, he's the designer, everything. He comes up with a lot of the stuff that I embroider. Here lately, I've been doing a lot of purchased stuff, just because I've already gone through all of the Halloween designs he's made. So, and trying to run something Halloweeny or fallish every day, that's a lot of stuff to run. That's a lot of stuff to make. So we decided to purchase some sets off different sites. Hey, Diane Major, welcome in. Yeah, I don't know which live I was in, but it's like, he can't be my husband. He's my best friend. I mean, we get along way too well, and we work way too well together to be married. So that's okay. Definitely a keeper. Oh, it's okay. It's all good. You didn't miss a whole lot. I've just been reading the chat and kind of chit-chatting. The first 5 minutes I showed everything I was working on, and that was that. So I announced earlier that I have a doctor's appointment next Thursday, so I'm not going to schedule a live. If I get back on time and I'm sitting in front of my computer and not short of breath and winded from the whole day, then I will go ahead and come on at 4 o'clock. But I'm not going to actually schedule it in. I'm not going to schedule it live, if that makes sense. Show the pumpkin and the gnomes again. Oh, yeah, that one's cool. So it's like I was telling Patricia. So when I run stuff on the embroidery machine, I usually always do like just a piece of fabric first to make sure the design's going to come out all right, because sometimes the machine doesn't translate what the computer program is trying to say to it. So I always run a trial first. So this is a pumpkin, and look at all those little gnomes. The gnomes are carving the pumpkin. There's the one with the little knife up there. Right, I don't know where my finger is. Right there, he's got a little knife and he's carving it. There's one peeking out the window. These guys are hauling off a piece, the eye. This guy's got his butt in, I mean, he's hanging out and his butt's hanging out. This guy is throwing some seeds out to these guys. It's really cool. I like this one. This is one of my favorite ones. Oops, where'd it go? So that's one of the ones that'll be coming up next week. So I'm trying to get all my videos done for next week, this week, because I've got 3 different doctor's appointments next week. So that's why I say by Thursday, I may not feel like doing a live. So we'll see what happens. Like I say, if I'm here in my chair at 4 o'clock, then we'll do it live. But, so yeah. So the fabric is just like just a broadcloth, like a cotton broadcloth. I'd usually get it 10 yards at a time off Amazon, or if I catch a sale at Hobby Lobby. Unfortunately, I didn't get any at Joann's. They were all gone by the time I got there. But anything that is cotton, I like to use 100% cotton for my test runs. And then I also have, I do like a stabilizer on the back. So I've got 2 layers. I've got fabric and then I've got stabilizer. And it helps to run one time just to see, and especially my husband's designs. If anything needs to be fixed, he can fix it, because it's better to do a test run first and make sure everything's all right than just stick the product on and realize that your design is wrong. So, and I keep all of these. Some of them are hanging on my wall, but I keep all the test runs. So that's another one that'll be coming up. It's a haunted house. It's got the little ghost on it. Ghost in the haunted house. So I don't know if you can see my board back there. There it is. It's got some more of the test runs, and then up across the top there's some. That's when I was still cutting them out, and then I quit cutting them out and just left them in the whole block size. I've got other ones. I've got some hanging on the wall over there. Got some over there. My favorite ones are the ones that go up on the wall. The cork board has my llamas on it, that for like my t-shirts, work shirts that I still have not made myself yet, and for like my logos. The llama that I picked for my logo. And I don't know. I haven't done anything with them yet. I mean, it's still usable fabric. It's the same fabric I would use if I was making a quilt. It's just been sewn on instead of sewn into squares. Yes. So Patricia says, I love the logo that your husband made me. That's kind of how it all started, with the whole I make logos for people. So Patricia and Missy from Missy's Universe and More. I made their, well, I didn't make them. My husband designed because, he knew Patricia and I had been friends for a couple of years. And, he asked me what her logo was or whatever. And so he got to playing with it. And then we made her a patch. Well, then we made it, we decided to make her a project bag. And the same thing with Missy. Missy, we made her a little universe out of yarn. It's like a little solar system, and it has little planets made out of yarn. And then I think I've done one more for somebody else that was just fairly simple. They sent me a picture. Somebody had made them a coffee cup with a logo on it, so we just replicated the picture, and it was like a heart-shaped ball of yarn. No, it was just balls of yarn with crochet hooks and knit needles, and then their name, but they don't have a YouTube channel. It was their business. Yeah, that would be great. I mean, if you have any ideas, we could embroider something for you if you want us to. I just don't know. And as Patricia can testify, we're very cheap compared to competitors. We still make a profit, but not a huge profit. So I know, wasn't Missy's nice? I loved it. I love Patricia's too, but I was just tickled with the way that Missy's turned out with those little planets. And had a crochet hook sticking through one like an axis. Thank you, Patricia. Prices are amazing. Get in while you can. Well, as long as it doesn't cost us an arm and a leg to buy things, then it won't cost you an arm and a leg to buy things. The thing that kills us is postage, which we only charge $1 for postage, and that's only so I can buy my postage label through my website, because if I have to go to the post office, it's generally $2 more for me to go to the post office and mail it from the post office versus for me to print my label at home. I don't know what the difference is. So you had your son's business logo and name done a few years ago for shirts and sweatshirts, and it was very expensive. Yeah, if you get a good digitizer, like we do all of our digitizing in-house, that's what my husband does. And then with my machine, if I had to do everything on my small machine, I probably would have to charge more. But since I have a 15 needle embroidery machine and we buy supplies in bulk, it doesn't cost very much. And plus we have a wholesaler that we get some of our stuff from. The stuff that we actually put in our online store is from a wholesaler. Now, we do go to Walmart from time to time and catch the clothes on clearance. And, some of that stuff may be, but that, it'll be marked as such. It will be marked as like oddballs and stuff like that. Because like today we picked up a 4X sweatshirt for $1. A 4X sweatshirt for $1. They had like t-shirts for $2 and $3. It was, and some of that's for me. Some of that is just, for me to have work shirts. Oh, I do have the PayPal option. I forgot I had that. I knew I had the Afterpay. I would share pictures of that, but I don't know how. Maybe I could. The pictures of Patricia's shirts that she ordered. Let me see. She ordered 3 toddler shirts. So this is the first one. I don't know if you can really see it that well. It's a little blue dog. And then a little shark. And then the mummy you guys have been seeing. We did a video here lately of the mummy. And then she did a notions pouch. And as long as the notions pouch is like an add-on, I mean, if we don't just have to ship the notions pouch just by itself to you, we usually only add it on for like $6. I mean, so it's the raven and the pumpkin, and we put it on a little, like a zipper pouch. So yeah, that was Patricia's order. Oh, and that cow. Let me show you a picture of the cow. So the cow blanket I was working on is going to look like that when it's done. That's my After 5 project that I'm making for somebody else. So and so we just did like a lady I work with wanted her name and a design on a sweatshirt, and she had like the zip up hoodie sweatshirts that she also found at Walmart for like $3. We only charged her like $10 a shirt. Now if she'd ordered the same design for all 3, then hold on a second, I'm getting light in my eyes, hold on. It's like I like the sunlight, but I don't want it in my eyes. Anyway, if she would have, maybe I need to turn the blinds the other way. Okay, hold on a second. There we go. That should do it. Anyway, if she would have ordered the same design for all 3, then we probably would have not charged her quite that much. But even still, $35 is not bad for embroidering names and designs on a sweatshirt. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you, Andrea, since you're from Canada, what does it cost to get something from the United States? I mean, what is shipping from the United States to Canada or Canada to the United States? Is it like crazy expensive? Because I mean, right now we're charging like, I think it's $20, something like that. But I don't even know if that's right. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I missed something. Did I miss something way back here somewhere? Oh, yeah. Okay. That's what you were. So you would send a flat rate. Wow. Well, I mean, so the package I sent today was $1, and it had 3 toddler t-shirts, plus a mystery surprise, plus a notions pouch. So it cost, I mean, it was like £1 to send, and it cost me like $6, something like that. And I only charge you guys like, oh, to Japan. Okay, so you already sent that to Japan, Patricia? You already sent that box to Japan? That's cool. Of course, I don't think they want to pay $46 for me to ship stuff to them. I use Shippo, because that's what Squarespace uses, I guess. I don't know. But it is cheaper than going to the post office. It saves me like $2 or $3. If I go to the post office, it's like crazy. Wow. Holy cow. That's a lot of money. Mm-mm-mm. And this is why I don't ship this is why I don't ship internationally, because I would never be able to afford it. My customers would never be able to afford it. I almost found out the surprise. Because you were looking at my phone, weren't you? Well, you can change the whole shipping. I didn't send it right. I just found out the rate. I'm not changing it. I'm not changing the rate. So so I don't know. If I would have mailed that same thing from the post office, though, Patricia, it probably would have cost me like 10 or 12, 10, 11, something like that. So 6, whatever, was cheap compared to what the post office would charge me. Because I forget what it was. I don't remember what it was, but it was your orders that I was working on. And I think it was when I sent the Notions pouch. You remember way back when I sent you just a Notions pouch? It cost me more to send that Notions pouch from the post office than it did for me to print a label at home for like one of your bigger orders that had, I don't remember, like it had, I don't even remember what was in it, but it weighed a lot more than a Notions pouch. And it was like $2 less than the post office charged me. So, I mean, it's worth it, and all I have to do is like weigh it and stick my dimensions in, and so no, that's okay. We're good. We still made a profit, so we're good. Yeah, I still take mine to the post office though. I can just drop it off, but I take it to the post office just so I can get the receipt that shows that I shipped it. Because if I let my local carrier take it, I'd run the risk of it getting lost. And I just don't like that. That's why I like them to go ahead and scan it in for me at the post office. That way I know that it's been dropped off. So whenever you send that package, Diane, let me know what the postage is to Australia. Because this is a big sticky point for me, because I want to know what postage is. It scares me. I'm thinking I'm just never gonna make it outside the United States unless you guys mail it for me. It's like you order it and mail it somewhere else. Well, I would like to thank everyone for coming. It's been an hour and 15 minutes, so I'm going to have to get ready to do some supper, some dinner, whatever y'all want to call it, that final meal of the day. And so it's been great chatting. And again, I may or may not be here next Thursday at 4 o'clock, but if I'm here, if I'm not, but again, thank you so much. I do appreciate all your kind words and your comments. I may not always say it every video, but you guys are great, and I enjoy having you as my friends. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Okay, tell them bye, Shadow. Oh. Tell them bye. Bye. Bye, guys.